I'm an Italian soldier, an Alpino. I just came back from my mission in Afghanistan, deployed at a military base in Bala Balak, in the Herat province. Italian bases in that area are designed as FOPs, forward operating posts, basically outposts in the middle of nowhere. Our job was patrolling the area and preparing the ground for more military forces. Over the years, we were involved in minor guerrilla activity. Even in the later years, enemy operations intensified. At the time, I'm talking about stress levels were rising, but the Taliban were the least of our problems, even if we didn't know it yet. The local population was generally not hostile to us. Americans don't usually involve themselves much with civilians. Italians have a reputation for being more friendly, less dictatorial. Even so, people didn't speak or open up easily. That's why it was strange when, one night, an old man from a nearby village approached the sentinels at the gate. He looked shaken and confused. The guard stopped him while the translator was woken up. As second in command, I assisted Corporal Sergio Margarini while he took the old man into the tent. The translator struggled to understand him. He said the village had been attacked. Dead people in the streets. His wife and daughter gone. He was asking for help. Sergio asked if it was a Taliban attack. NATO intelligence said the area was low risk. The translator said no. No Taliban. Something else. Something that shouldn't be there. The man was terrified. Helping civilians is part of our mission, but acting on so little information is dangerous. Worst, all communications were down. Radio and satellite. That had never happened before. Sergio wanted to wait until morning. I argued that if there were survivors, waiting could cost lives. If the man came on foot, the village couldn't be that far. After a pause, he agreed. We moved out with 3 Linche vehicles. The road was dark. Without GPS, we got lost twice. After about half an hour, we reached the village on a low hill. Everything was dark. No lights. No movement. Doors were open. No signs of fighting. No shelling. No bullet impacts. Just silence. Even the animals were quiet. Tenente Aldo Bisoni and I dismounted first. 10 soldiers total, plus the 2 of us. We split into teams and searched every house. There was no one. An entire village gone. In the last house, one of the men called me inside. There was a child, opened from the neck to the waist. Organs on the floor. No head. Bite marks on the neck. Enormous ones. Legs broken. One of the soldiers ran outside and vomited. Even veterans said they had never seen anything like it. We were grouped in the square. That's when I noticed something was wrong. I counted the men. 11. We were 10, plus me and Bisoni. 1 too many. I whispered to Bisoni. We ordered everyone to stand still. I shone my flashlight on their faces, naming them silently in my head. Then I stopped. The man I was pointing at had no face, no eyes, no nose, no mouth. Just uniform, helmet, nothing underneath. When the others noticed, panic broke out. Gunfire, screaming, chaos, shots at walls, lights shook. I ran without knowing where. I ended up inside a Linche with 2 others. We locked ourselves in. The engine wouldn't start. No lights, no radio. Outside, the gunfire stopped. Then we heard a voice. It was one of our prayers, spoken in a Neapolitan dialect. The same words one of us had been saying earlier, but higher. Wrong. Something began scratching the vehicle, then the windows, then it climbed on top. Heavy footsteps circled us for what felt like hours. We didn't speak, we didn't breathe. Then headlights appeared. A truck, our people. That's when I collapsed. When I woke up, I was back at base. Sergio told me what happened. Rescue teams found no enemy bodies, no village corpses. 7 of our men were missing. Survivors were still locked inside vehicles. The lynchets were covered in deep scratches. Officially, it was declared as a Taliban attack. Our testimony was dismissed as PTSD. We were sent home with medals. Esposito killed himself a week later. I still talk to Marco. He's the only one who believes me. We don't know what happened, but one thing is certain. It's not the guerrilla fighters who are the real danger in those places. OP then goes on to answer fellow Anon's questions. Anon, are you saying it was a demon or something supernatural? OP, I'm not saying that. I don't know what it was. I'm only describing what happened. Anon, could this have been hallucinations or PTSD? OP, hallucinations don't leave physical damage. The vehicles were scratched. 7 soldiers disappeared. Anon, what happened to the old man who warned you? OP, I don't know. When I woke up, he was gone. I never saw a report about him. Anon, had anything like this happened before? OP, yes, months earlier. A local man said something entered his home at night. It looked like a family member, then changed. Shooting didn't stop it. It was dismissed at the time. Anon, why wasn't this investigated further? OP, because soldiers die all the time. An official explanation was given. That was enough. Anon, do you believe what you saw was real? OP, something was there. I don't know what it was. Anon, why are you posting this now? OP, I'm not trying to convince anyone. I'm writing this so that if someone else sees something similar, they know they're not alone. Anon, are you afraid to post this? OP, no. Rome doesn't worry me. Brussels does.